ran against me 2 years ago. I beat her 2-1. I don't know why she's back. I'm going to beat her again, obviously. Let me tell you, Common Core, C-Scope are a perversion to our state political system.
Good morning, Collin County. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here in the heartbeat of conservatism in Texas, the heartbeat of conservatism here in America. My name is Bill Whitehill, and I'm pleased to say today that I am your nominee for the open spot on the 5th Court of Appeals. And I don't want to be overconfident, but I think I can pull this out the general. I'm unopposed. In the Declaration of Independence that we are endowed with certain inalienable rights, among those life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But I'm here to tell you that those words are simply words on a paper, and they don't mean anything unless we have a strong, independent judiciary that will give life and meaning to those words. That is the purpose, that is the reason for the Court of Appeals. Its job is to preserve the rule of law, preserve those rights. Now, I don't have an opponent, but it is important to remind you and to encourage you to remind yourselves and your friends to look down the ballot and vote in the down ballot races. Please, it is important for those candidates. I appreciate your support, appreciate your friendship. Bill Whitehill, thank you very much.
Good morning, delegates. I'm Chris Hill. I have the privilege of serving as your Collin County Commissioner for Precinct 3. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. I'll tell you, we have the strongest county in Texas, do we not? And that's because we have the strongest grassroots in Texas. And you are the grassroots right here. It starts in this room. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for the time that you put into this morning and to all of these races, supporting all of us who are privileged to serve you. Thank you for making Collin County the strongest place in the United States.
Good morning, Scott Sanford, State Representative for District 70. Now, Jeff had a shout out from District 67. Let's have a shout out from District 70. McKinney. All right. Now, let's go one more time to make sure we're louder than 67, okay? All right, District 70. All right, thank you, guys. Well, I was just planning on giving a quick introduction and getting down, but now I feel obligated after all the other speeches in front of me to go ahead and pull out a speech as well. But I do want to share a quick thought that this nation is in crisis, and it is sinking, and a lot of you recognize that, and I'm so glad that you're here. The abuses of the federal government have been recorded on page 6 of your statements here, and I'm so glad that Collin County is leading out in this effort. You know, we've got an out-of-control judiciary. We have the fourth branch of government, the administrative and regulatory, which is mentioned nowhere in the Constitution. And these things are impeding upon the liberties and freedoms of the citizens of not only the great United States, but also the great state of Texas. So friends, if it is true that as Texas goes, so goes the country, then Texas must get up and go. We must lead. We must get it right. And for Texas to get right, we must have leadership that knows what is right, what is true, and is always encouraged to move the state in the right moral direction. Friends, a lot of that begins right here. Just as Chris said, this is the greatest county, and to whom much is given, much is required. So I'm just grateful that you're here today and you're willing to participate. And let's not only take this statement, let's take the United States of America back. Thank you.
Good morning, Collin County. Thank you to each one of you so much for being here and for being part of this party. Thank you for your commitment to this party. It means a lot that you're here. You know, there's a fraction of those that voted in this election that are here today, and it does mean a lot that you're here. My name is Susan Fletcher. I am running for Collin County Commissioner, Precinct 1. When I entered this race, I decided I was going to be an independent voice, an independent conservative voice on the court. I think that is desperately needed, and I would be honored to serve. I am thankful to have finished in the #1 spot from the primary. We are in a neck-and-neck race right now, and would be thankful for your support. I do want to say that I also believe that it's critical that the people of Precinct 1 have a voice in this election. Just think if our founding fathers had, not decided to challenge the throne. What if they had just said, you know what, that tea tax really isn't that bad. I'm thankful for that liberty, and that they have fought, and I am one of those fighters. That's who I am at my core. I appreciate everyone in this party and their service, and all of our elected officials. I really do. But I would be honored to serve. I also want to say that good men and women have pledged their lives and their fortunes and their sacred honors so that we would all have the right to vote. And that is so important that we all get out and vote in this election. You have a voice, and I would be honored to serve you as your next Collin County Commissioner. Thank you. My name is Susan Fletcher.
Good morning. My name is Matt Shaheen. You've given me the honor to serve you as County Commissioner, Collin County Commissioner for the past 5 years, and I'm grateful for that. During that time, we've cut your taxes 3 times. We've reduced employee benefits to get those more in alignment with the public sector. We reduced a lot of our debt. Now I'm a candidate for the Texas House of Representatives, House District 66, as Mr. Taylor moves on to the Senate. The past decade, Collin County Republicans has had decisions that we needed to make. We need to decide whether we want to be a moderate establishment party or do we want to be bedrock conservatives, and I'm offering you today bedrock conservatism. We made a decision between Ken Paxton and an anointed establishment candidate, and we chose Ken Paxton. In 2006, we had the choice between conservative Keith Self and a 16-year incumbent, and we chose Keith Self. And in 2008, you all stood beside me as I took on a 20-year incumbent, and we rode to victory, and I'm eternally grateful for your support. And I'm standing before you now asking for your support here in 2014. Because Collin County Republicans have a decision to make in this election. Do we want to be a party of John McCain, or do we want to be a party of Ted Cruz? And I'm offering you today Ted Cruz. To be the next Attorney General, but if you join with me, if you have the faith in me and send me down to Austin, I promise you and I commit to you right now that I will not only vote for Scott Turner for Speaker of the House, I will do everything I can possibly to make sure he becomes the next Speaker of the House for the state of Texas. I'm ready for the battle, I'm ready to fight. We're going to run off. We missed it by 119 votes. We got 49%, so let's come back. I'm asking for your support. Thank you so much. Take care.
Good morning. My name is Lisa Smith, and I'm honored to serve as Mayor Pro Tem of the City of Plano. And it's a privilege this morning to be with my fellow Republicans, with so many of my fellow Republicans. Thank you so very much.
Good morning, Collin County. My name is Mark Reed, and I'm honored to serve as your County Commissioner for Collin County, Commissioner Precinct 1, serving Prosper, Salina, Frisco, McKinney, and Plano. We're blessed to live in the fastest growing county in the state. This explosive growth creates tremendous opportunity as well as challenges. We have a growing tax base. We have award-winning county services provided by outstanding employees and elected officials. And we have a Commissioner's Court that provides exceptional leadership, setting policy and overseeing the county's $280 million budget. These factors combine to earn Collin County a AAA bond rating with more than adequate capital reserves and a fully funded employee pension plan, all while reducing our tax rate. However, our explosive growth also brings challenges. We're all experiencing the effects of our limited water resources. In my service on the Collin County Planning Board, I've seen firsthand the growing transportation infrastructure needs. And as a founding member and leader of the North Texas Citizens Lobby, I've learned about the competing demands that our state legislators must balance for the funding that's critical to Collin County. If we are to maintain the prosperity and quality of life that we enjoy in Collin County today, we must have proven conservative leadership with real-world experience that's focused on the future. Over the last 38 years, I've not only served on dozens of boards, committees, and organizations, I've also served in leadership roles as president or chairman of most of these organizations. Additionally, I spent the last 28 years as founder, president, and CEO of a respected commercial construction firm that has successfully completed hundreds of millions of dollars of projects all over North Texas. This is the kind of proven, real-world experience and leadership that the citizens of Collin County deserve for their county commissioner. As I stated at the beginning of these comments, it's an honor to serve the citizens of Collin County, Commissioner Precinct 1, and I look forward to working full-time, applying my decades of leadership and executive-level business experience to the business of Collin County. Whether this is your first convention or your 20th, I appreciate your participation today, and I ask for your vote on March 27th. God bless all of you, God bless Collin County, and God bless the great state of Texas.
Good morning. My name is Carl Koitzberger, and I'm running for the State Republican Executive Committee. This office is up for election at the state convention on Friday morning at 8 a.m. So if you're a delegate to that convention, you'll be able to vote for me at that time. All that I want to say today is probably summarized on this green sheet that you probably got a copy of. And so I'm not going to go over everything on here, but you will notice on the back side that there's 179 endorsers who are pledging to support me. And on the front, there are written quotes from Jeff Leach, Van Taylor, Jody Laubenberg, Denise McNamara. All these folks wholeheartedly support me, and I hope that you will as well. Because I'm a servant leader, a recognized Republican, an experienced activist, and a committed conservative. I ask for your vote at the state convention on Saturday, June 6th. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Keith Self. I'm privileged to serve as your county judge, and I'm glad to be in a group of folks where most of you actually know what the county judge does. I am privileged to preside over the Commissioner's Court, and you've heard already from Chris, Matt, and Mark, but I wanted to re-emphasize some things about just how strong Collin County is. We have reduced your tax rate, your county tax rate. I can't speak for the other entities. Your county tax rate several times over the last few years. You've got a new homestead exemption. We have one of the few fully funded retirement plans in the state of Texas. We just received word that we now are going to receive the new higher award from the state comptroller for transparency in state government. That is a great achievement. And leadership matters because we were the first county in the nation to put our checkbook online, not our budget, our checkbook. And now for this platinum level award, we now have 9 other counties in the state of Texas that are going to receive the award with us, which means that people are following Collin County. We have taken on some of the hard decisions, and I serve with some great people on the Commissioner's Court because hard decisions are why you send us into office. I will tell you, I'm reading Governor Scott Walker's book right now, Unintimidated, and I have to tell you, I've seen a lot of the things that he saw. Now, he saw, because he was a county executive in his state. That's their version of a county judge. And that's how he knew to make the hard decisions when he got to the governor's office. And I am so grateful, and I will close with this group of state legislators over here, I am so grateful that they can't mess with my county lines. I will always have Collin County as my district. Thank you very much. I want to close with a call for 6 minutes.
Well, good morning, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for your rousing call to action. Delegates, thank you for your service. What you do here is so very important and vital to our county and to our state. My name is Glenn Callison, and it is my distinct privilege to be a candidate for the Texas House of Representatives District 66. It is my desire to serve our district as a conservative, common-sense voice focused on finding solutions to the issues that we face. We are blessed to live in an area that's vibrant, not just across the state of Texas, but across this country. But we must not take that for granted. We must continue to be diligent to keep it that way, to focus on finding solutions to issues. Issues like keeping our education system strong, keeping adequate water and transportation infrastructure there, not only to protect the quality of life we currently enjoy, but to foster